Welcome to Enjoy Fort Wayne. This episode is brought to you by the Wailanai Farmers Market and highlights the 350 vendors that make up the #1 market in the state of Indiana.
Hi, my name is Cherri Marcum, and I'm with Marcum's Munchies.
Marcum's Munchies. So I'm just interested, first of all, in food. So Munchies, can you run through real quick what does that entail? Because my head is like spinning now.
We have candy and fruit at this time. So we have about 15 to 20 different types of candies and several different fruits that we sell.
Okay. Now, the first question then I guess that comes to mind is, I don't know a single person living on Earth that doesn't like candy. So I get that. But was there a point where you're like, okay, I want to make it and because I love it so much, or like, what's the story there of how you got started?
So I like to can. I can a lot of jellies, jams, just all kinds of different foods. I have some friends that I can with, and I saw some people talking about Mylar bags, and so and freeze drying, and I kind of went down a rabbit hole. And
What's Mylar?
It's a certain type of bag that they use for to keep food fresh for long periods of time.
Oh, okay,
so
like sealed.
It's a sealed bag that doesn't let any air, no moisture, no sun through it, so it preserves the food.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So you can keep it for 25 years if it's done well. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So you started by doing that?
I did. I did my research on Mylar bags and freeze drying, and I thought it was something that I wanted to do. We started with one machine. We made some food for our family and just put it back and just for a rainy day, or, if you're camping or hiking, it's easy to eat that way and it takes up less room.
Yep.
So we keep it for that. And then I found the candy, and it's so fun. It's interesting. It tastes good. It has an intensified flavor. And I thought that that's something that I need to share with everyone else.
So, okay, another question. Does the candy, is part of it because it's kept for a while and then that adds to it, or is that not necessarily a thing?
No, it's not necessarily a thing.
Okay.
What happens is you prepare it, the machine freezes it, and then it creates a vacuum, and then it dries it out. So anything food or candy-wise that goes into the machine, you get the same nutrients out. So if you have some food, you get all the nutrients from the food when you put it in and when you got it out, and it's still freeze-dried and shelf-stable.
So, okay, this is just going to be a different kind of show, and I'll tell you why. I've had, bee people, the wax and this, and farmers who milk cows. Even though I don't do that stuff, I kind of have read enough. I know what that entails. I know, I don't know how to milk a cow, but like, you don't have to explain it. I know, right? Mm-hmm. What you just said, I still am lost. You said the machine. Like, so you have to buy a machine then?
You do. There's a freeze dryer, and there's several different sizes. We started with a large freeze dryer.
So was this at this point still like, well, it's fun for the family, so we'll just, hey, it's nice when we go on trips. You weren't thinking at this point, right?
Correct.
Of like, well, I know, we'll have a business.
Right, exactly.
Okay, so you did your research and was like, well, we need to get this, and this will really help us because it's going to come in handy for all the stuff we want to do.
Right.
Okay.
Correct.
So you get this machine and it's just in your house by the microwave? Like
it is, literally.
Okay. So, all right, now I'm following. See, okay, at least I can show I'm following what you're saying because I just didn't know. So you have this machine. Now, in my mind, then I'm thinking like, okay, I think of like a cotton candy maker. You have it there. And then you think of, ooh, what other flavors could we do? Mm-hmm. Is that a thing where you're like, hey, guys, next week, let's try this?
It is
Is that like
absolutely
watermelon mixed with? I wonder what that would taste like. Is that a thing?
It is.
Because in my head it is.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so then tell me, what were some of the favorites in the early days of like ideas that clicked, where you're like, ooh, this may be really good, and then you're like, oh my gosh, this is really good.
Ice cream. Who would have thought of freeze-dried ice cream? We've made ice.
Wait, how does that?
I know.
Now I'm back to not understanding.
Because you freeze it before you put it in. You make sure that it's frozen.
Okay.
And the machine makes sure it's frozen as well. It'll get it down to -20, and then it freeze dries it. And so you're eating ice cream in your car in 80-degree weather.
Okay. Yeah, I guess when I think of you buy the Edie's from Kroger, you bring it home, and then when you take it out and put it in a bowl, already at that point it's starting to melt. You really have to get it like right away.
Right.
Then okay. So was there particular flavors, or at that point just any ice cream flavor would be fantastic, you're saying?
Right. Yes.
Okay. Well, just when I thought I was kind of catching on, you threw me off again. All right. So let me back up then a little bit. That was a lot of stuff that I really wanted to wrap my brain around. I'm not fully there yet, but we'll get there. So, but let me back up a little bit and ask, are you from Fort Wayne then originally?
I am originally from Huntington.
Okay. Close enough.
Close enough, yeah.
Okay. So when you were doing this with the family, right, with everyone kind of, and doing different flavors, doing different items like ice cream, walk me through the point where you said, okay, well, now we can sell this, or what was that? What was?
We tried some different things. We did some ice cream. We did some oatmeal cakes. We did some just different things that are just fun, and our family loved it.
Sure.
People got excited about it, and I thought, you know what?
Bring it to the Christmas party or something.
Exactly.
Like, ooh, what are you bringing?
Yeah, yeah. If this many people are excited about this, and I'm still excited about this, why don't I bring it to more people?
Mm-hmm. So, what were those first weeks like? Did you just have a presence online? What did you do to get the word out and to get it to strangers then at that point?
At that point, we made like a Facebook page. We made a lot of posts. I asked my friends to share, so I had a lot of different friends sharing. And then I kind of went to the farmer's market.
Okay. And what year was this that you started like the Facebook page? And
last year.
Okay. So how did you find out about the Waialainai Farmers Market?
I have a friend who was very interested in it, and that's where she told me I needed to be. She said that the Waialainai Farmers Market has a great presence. They have a lot of people that come through there, and she's like, you have to share this. This is a fantastic product. She said, you have to be there.
They have a cool guy who runs the social media.
That's what she said.
That's what she, right? Okay, cool. So word of mouth. I mean, is
yeah,
like,
absolutely.
That's a big answer that we get. Like, that's awesome. So how, as we have vendors who have been at the market for over 10 years, like not too long ago, we had Old World Fudge, and they're like a dozen years in, you know. Wow. I noticed that, not every single week, but they are stationed kind of by you in that back room in the inside at the market on Berry Street. So we have vendors who have been here a long time, and we have vendors like you who are, it's like their first 24 months really learning, where they're really in the learning process of what doesn't work and what does work. If you would have taken what you know right now to yourself when you first started after making that Facebook page, because this could help other people who are a little bit behind the part that you're at, what would you tell yourself?
I would say relax. It's all going to work out in the end.
Don't stress out.
Don't stress out.
So it sounds like you stressed yourself out a little bit.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Okay. So what would you tell someone who is looking even to make the jump into entrepreneurship, of having something that they love doing and having that being a means to make money? If they came to you and said, I have this thing that I'm good at and I can make it, what advice would you give them?
I would tell them, be genuine. Make sure that you have a good product and you market it well. And just have fun with it. That's what we're doing right now. I've met a lot of great people, a lot of new people. We have customers that come every week, and we're getting to know them and their families. So it's building that relationship. And I think there's a lot of people that are yet to be our friends, and we don't know them yet. But
Right. I remember even over the last few weeks wanting to get with you on a couple different social media projects, and thinking, I don't even want to interrupt you. You're so busy.
We are.
Like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And not everyone experiences maybe immediate success. And you will have weeks, I can guarantee it, where you won't do as well as what you were hoping for. And then weeks where you assume, either due to weather or the time of year, where it'll probably be done, and you will explode and you'll have like your best sales ever. Like, that's just the ebbs and flow of it.
Right.
I think you kind of can feel that already, even as a new vendor. What is something about, well, let me ask you this. Have you experienced any other markets, or just the Wildlanai Farmers Market?
Just the Wildlanai Farmers
Okay.
Market.
So fair. But what is something that maybe either you've learned from being at the market, or something positive that you've experienced that you could tell us?
I would just say, make everyone your friend. We're all in it together. If somebody has to leave their station for a little bit, go watch their product and their table. Just everybody working together just is what makes it all flow.
That's
well.
big. That a lot of tenure vendors say that. Yeah. Like, watch someone's stuff if they need, or like if someone's out of bags, like, oh, I have some extra ones,
sure.
Like things like that.
Right.
People in their first couple years are still learning some of that stuff and don't know it necessarily. So to hear you say that is pretty cool, that you've already taken that attitude, being so new, that's very cool. So does your stuff, now I'm just curious regarding your stuff that you make, it's 12 months a year? It doesn't matter, right? Because it's, but do you make different items? Like, I'm still thinking about like ice cream, like, but obviously, like, how does that, I can't wrap my brain fully around it. Like, in the summer, is that a thing you're going to be doing it?
Absolutely.
Is it on like a stick, or like?
We just scoop it out like a melon scooper, and then we scoop it on to the tray, so you can pick it up and eat it like a melon ball.
Okay.
Yeah.
And all different flavors.
All different flavors.
Like,
right.
Wow. Okay. So is that an item that you're excited about for the summer? What are some things that, as it's getting close to the summer market?
Yes. So we've got more fruits coming out. We've got some strawberries, which everybody seems to love.
I love strawberries,
Yeah. Pineapple, peaches, just a lot of different varieties of the fruits. And like I said, it's shelf stable, so you don't have to worry about eating it and getting your hands dirty or wet, or it's hard to eat in a car or something like that. So you can travel with this and eat it and not have any issues with it.
Yeah. I'm frustrated at myself, because I'll admit to the fine people listening, they may not know this. So you texted me, do I need to bring anything? I should have said, bring some strawberries.
I almost did. I was in a hurry and I forgot.
That's totally
I apologize.
Fine.
I will bring you some.
You weren't like supposed to. I'm just saying, when you texted that, we should have had like this over the phone, so I would have known. And then I'd be like, oh, when you text me that, yeah, bring me like 6 things. Yeah. Well, I know where you are, so I'll stop by, obviously, every Saturday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Okay, so last couple questions. I'm curious, since you're basically from here, what are some things about Fort Wayne that you've noticed over the last few years that you're excited about?
The downtown has kind of exploded and become a whole different area. And that's great to see the growth in Fort Wayne and having all the new and exciting outdoor areas.
Parks and stuff.
Parks,
Yeah.
right.
I love in the summer, just you don't even have to spend any money and you can walk around downtown and just be. There's concerts or music going on or Promenade Park, you know, and then for a little bit of money, food trucks over here, you can, and like hang out. Like, very cool.
Yeah, I think that's fabulous.
Yeah, definitely agree. Okay, so are you familiar with this podcast? Did you see any of the other ones like on YouTube before you came on? I'm curious.
Did not.
Okay, so the reason I like that, and listeners now are already laughing because I love this moment because you don't know what I'm going to ask.
Right.
So I always ask this question at the end, and I love that you didn't know, and I love that the answer will be, you know, per usual, like raw and real. So here's the question.
Okay.
So the mayor has commissioned you to, we need over the entire city a sign. It's either going to be over the AEP building or Fred Grody in his plane is going to fly it, you know.
Yeah.
The point is the whole city and surrounding like 260 will see it. And it's a sign. And he's commissioned you to be able to, what you want is what it's going to say. Okay. Now, there's 2 ways. I'll give you 2 helpful hints of what people, their answers. Here's the 2 ways that you can go. One is literally for your business. So eat Munchies, or, you know, whatever could be. Or it could just be your personal, like your personal message that you want out there that has nothing to do with your business. So again, I'll ask you, the mayor has commissioned you to make a sign for the whole city to see. What would you like it to say?
Probably something about being nice to each other and helping your neighbor, because I think that's how we all make it through the day, is helping each other.
Like a good neighbor, Munchies is there.
There you go. That's perfect.
I mean, I'm not a slogan machine.
Can I use that?
I won't copyright it. It's for you. For 6 pieces of cake.
I will bring you some.
Barter. We barter on this show. Yeah, I like what came to mind was, remember in Forrest Gump where they made the T-shirt with a smiley face, but it came from, it was mud, and he opened the shirt, and like the movie was funny because it was saying that like 10 different things happened because of Forrest Gump, like random things, you know, and I think of that smiley face as just like the most known thing. And, you know, to say like, be nice, have that happy face, and then help your neighbor or, you know, or something, just came to mind when you were saying that. But I like that because it's so simple, but when you, again, this is for the whole city to see. And if you're like looking up, and it's just kind of nice to have that reminder that when you're waiting in line and you think someone's taking too long because they're ordering lottery tickets, and it's like, look, I just need to get gas, buddy. I don't have time for you to not win your Powerball. Can you hurry it up? We've all been there. And it's like, if we had a sign that just said that, it's like, you kind of think to yourself and chuckle at yourself, like, dude, I can chill out.
Yep.
You know,
I'll calm down a minute.
Yeah. You know, so I like little things like that. So, okay, well, let's wrap up and tell us your social medias and everything that we can follow and everything. Now, question 2, if we can't make it to the market, which, first of all, oh my gosh, blasphemy. You have to go to the market.
You have to go to the market.
but like, is there online, can they message and say, like, can you make this, and they'll pick it up or whatever?
Absolutely. I'm on Facebook under Marcum's Munchies, and Instagram Marcum's_Munchies.
Okay.
And you can DM me, private message, and get a hold of me.
If you want to order something in particular,
Correct.
or if you know you can't make the market.
Right.
And is the only place the market? Is there anywhere else that you can purchase your stuff?
I'm working on a website now.
Okay, awesome.
So that will be coming up in the future.
Okay, awesome. So every Saturday, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., of course, come and get your ice cream in a way that you probably haven't had it before. Is the best way I can. I still don't have it perfect, but I mean, I'm going to try it. So
Absolutely.
can I request a special flavor of ice cream?
Sure.
Like, if, like, I'm already thinking like cookie dough ice cream. Is that a thing?
I haven't done it yet, but I will try.
Okay. Or, I mean, just regular chocolate and regular vanilla, I'm sure is good, just because of that concept. But
Right.
I'm just thinking in my head, like, ooh, what flavors do I like and stuff, you know? So, okay, cool. Well, I'll have to try it, and you guys try it as well. Again, every Saturday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
This podcast is brought to you by Coraggio Media. The show is edited by me and sponsored by the Weil & I Farmers Market. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram for all the latest updates. We will see you next week, where we will be sure to show you how you can enjoy Fort Wayne.